Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Beg Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday evening. I've had a full day of it. uh, I'm so sore from yesterday. I hurt everywhere. I'm so tired. But it was worth it. I'm just very tired. My room looks so much bigger. Uh, and so much more space available to walk in and everything. But and of course the background, to have more of my yarn out and be able to look at it is nice. Um, but anyway, I just kind of I had to get up before I wanted to today because John and I had a doctor's appointment, a check back appointment. Because they did blood test. They took blood from both of us last time. Um, John come back completely fine. All his levels and everything was perfect. He's healthy as a horse, which is good news for me. His blood, his sugar levels, everything's perfect. His thyroid, his blood count, his cholesterol, all that good stuff was fine. And good news is my sugar is under control, and my A1C is down. And doctor said that my sugar was completely under control, and my cholesterol is perfect. My thyroid is perfect. All my blood levels are fine too. I didn't lose any more weight, but I didn't gain any weight. So there's that. So that's, neither good or bad. I did remember the weight loss surgery to ask, so he's referring me to a friend of his that does the bariatric surgery. That's a well-known bariatric surgeon here in town. So I had actually heard of him. Is the same surgeon that some of my former coworkers had went to back when I worked at AT&T, almost, I guess, about 10 years ago now. So I know he's well known, and he successfully did weight loss surgery for some of my former coworkers, and they had great success. So I don't have any problems going to that particular doctor. I feel comfortable doing that. And Dr. Gibson said that he felt like I was a good candidate for it. He said because you managed to get your sugar under control without taking medicine. He said, and so you've got your food portions under control, and you're not, binging and all that stuff. And he said, so this is a good step for you to take. Now, he did refer me for a mammogram, but he said that he wouldn't be doing his job as my doctor if he didn't do that. So he has to do the referral, but I don't have to go have the mammogram, because I told him that I probably wouldn't go do it, because last time I tried to do a mammogram, I had an anxiety attack right in the middle of it, because the lady was not exactly nice, and she kept wanting me to move in a certain contort my body in a certain way, and I couldn't do it because of my back and everything the way it is. I have osteoarthritis and bone spurs in my spine, and then lymphedema in my legs, and she kept wanting me to hunch over and move this way and that way, and I literally could not move the way she wanted me to move. And she just wasn't accepting that I couldn't move that way. And she just kept on and on at me. And I finally just told her, I said, you know what? I said, take this test and shove it. And I said, I'm out of here. And I said, because by the time I did that, I was sweating and breathing heavy. And I said, you're sending me straight to a panic attack. I said, I can't do this anymore. And I went across the hall and got dressed and left. I was like, no. So... and of course, whatever results they got came back completely clear. I had done enough that they were able to get some results from it, and those came back clear. Breast cancer does not run in my family, so I'm really not concerned about breast cancer. So I've already had uterine cancer and had a full hysterectomy due to that. And I believe strongly that if my grandmother had a hysterectomy when she had, I think she had cervical cancer, I think is what she had. And I think if she had had a full hysterectomy then, she would have probably, you know, been around longer. But she was a smoker, and she ended up with lung cancer also. And and she fought that off like 4 times. And that eventually took her from us. So, you know, but not breast cancer. So you know, I'm not really concerned about breast cancer. We don't really have breast cancer in our family. So I'm just believing that the good Lord's not going to let me get that. I've had enough issues. I don't need that. But anyway, oh, and I took Johnny and got him a haircut because that on his neck was bothering him. So I took it and got the hair off his neck. Then we went to Joann's. And I was really unimpressed with the clearance. They don't really, I mean, I don't think they know the meaning of clearance at Joann's at my store. I really don't. I did find some yarn that I wanted, but I had to go around to find somebody to get the price for it, because when I scanned it with the app, it came up, sorry, we can't find this item. And then so I went to the little price check thing on the pole, and that thing was down. It said, oh, this is out of order. And I was like, oh, great. And so I had to go find an employee with a scanner thingamajig, and finally found out it was like $6 and something. But when it was new, when this yarn was new, it was like $12. So it was half price, which I've been wanting it for over a year. Yeah, for over a year and a half, something like that. And so I figured half price was probably the best I'm going to get from Joann. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it. They had 4 skeins of it. And it's a bulky weight yarn. It's a 5 weight yarn. It's Burnett's Symphony. And it's a 7.9 ounce skein, 225 grams, 309 yards, 282 meters. And they recommend a 6.5 millimeter knitting needle and a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. It is, let's see reverse side of label, first care instructions. That's crazy. But it is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. So I knew it had wool in it. I didn't care. It's beautiful to me. It's got like this brick red color in it, but it's real subtle. I don't know if you could see it in my camera, but it's real kind of subtle. It's got this little brick red color right here. And really, all right. The dogs. But I got 4 of these, and it's I just like the feel of it. It's just real soft, and it's a bit fuzzy. I just think it make I think I got a little over 1,200 yards, and that should make me a nice little throw blanket, being as it's a 5 weight. So that should make me a nice throw blanket. 1,200 yards should make a decent throw blanket. And I think I'm gonna use a 7 on it, just so that I can, you know, make it work. Maybe a 7 millimeter to make it work. 6.5 or 7, you know, because it's pretty thick. But I think 4 of these will be just fine. I really had wanted, you know, 5 or 6, but they didn't have 5 or 6 of them. But I only spent like $21, so I wasn't mad. I think she put the receipt in here. I think she might have given me an extra. Yeah, I think she might have given me an extra discount when I got to the register or something. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She gave me an extra $1.62 off of the $6.47 that they were. So they were only $4.85 a piece. So that's why it ended up being only $21.16. God bless her. I know she scanned something. She sure did. I'm not mad. I didn't pay full price for something that I've been wanting for over a year. You know, those you just have those yarns that you just kind of want, but you don't want to pay. You know, does it say how much they were initially? No, it doesn't say how much it was originally. But I know it was $11.99 or better. Or it was like $11.99 originally, so it was a $12 skinny yarn. Diet Mountain Dew. I know it was like $11.99. I'm pretty sure it was. And I also got friend mail. Carla, who has been apparently showering my dogs with gifts, has now sent me some shawls and a wrap to sell locally to raise money for my Joe Bonamassa tickets. So she sent me one of the shrugs that I did the tutorial for a while back earlier this year, and then she did a Lost Souls wrap, and then a circular shawl. So there's 3 altogether, and in the club colors, the black and gold club colors. And oh my goodness, this wrap is gorgeous. I had to look at it, you know. But look at that. I don't know which yarn she used. It's a 4-weight yarn. It feels like Premier Basics. But look at that. So beautiful. And I know from talking to some of my subscribers on my Facebook page, on the Tap Mama 73 and the Bake Brigade Facebook page, that this is a 10-row repeat. So this is not an easy pattern to do. You really have to do some doing to do this. So I know this one took her a while. And this is a really long wrap. I'm gonna have to measure it, but it's long. It's long. And it's gorgeous. So I'm gonna measure it, and I had to come up with a decent price for it because it's worth a lot to me. Wow. I'm gonna shop it to Lisa, the club treasurers. Okay, let me do this. Let me explain this. Okay, my son is part of a social club called the Uglies. Okay, UMF is what they call themselves. These are their club colors. Okay, and they have I was earlier this year. A few months ago. I was going to do a booth at their festival that they have in October. I since have decided not to do that booth because I got a bit overwhelmed with the concept of having to have all kinds of stuff to sell at a booth. I didn't think that I would be able to have enough stuff to sell at this booth, and so I decided not to. And so what I decided to do instead was the stuff that I do have made up, I'm just going to sell on Facebook Marketplace. And so I had some friends that have sent me some stuff. Carla has sent me some scrubbies before, and now she sent me these. And I have also some shrugs that I made up that are put up in there, and in a dust-free zip bag that I have put up some shrugs that I made that I'm going to post as well, and try to sell them on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to probably post that in the next couple of days. Probably not today because I'm exhausted still from yesterday and I hurt all over. So, she sent me these to help me. So, because she was going to send me some more scrubbies, and then a couple other one or two other people had had contacted me and offered to send me things to help me out. But now that I'm not doing the booth, things have just changed. So it was just a lot. It was a lot. I already run a YouTube channel, and that takes a lot of brain power to do that. And then to think of doing the booth too, and to have to go there and set it up, you know, and then try to come up with lots of little small things to sell and some big things to sell. And I'd never done that before, and then I have to manage the money at the same time, and it was just a lot. It was a lot. And the more I thought about it, and the more suggestions that came my way on how to go about doing that, and it just got really loud in my head, and just, you know, my brain went on overload and meltdown, and I said, nope, not doing it, not doing it. I'll do something else that I can control, that, you know, is less stressful. That just became way too much too quickly, and I just decided that was not for me. So I'll do it this way instead. And so I got these. Let's see, she sent me this beautiful thing here that's very long. It's very long. It wraps way around me and then some. I'm gonna put this aside. And then she made this round one. This is really beautiful. I guess I could put it around me. It's nice and round. It's so pretty. Nice and lacy too. Good for fall. Very good for fall. And I'm putting them on top of a basket that's next to me, just in case you're wondering. And then she did one like my shrug. Now, as far as my shrug, all I did was I took a regular granny stitch shawl and attached the sides in a way that made it have sleeves. So if you go back in my playlist, you'll see it's Lisa Shrug. I called it a Lisa Shrug because she's the first one I made one for, and so I just named it after my landlord's wife, who is named Lisa. My landlord and I, he's a family friend, so, you know. But this is the shrug here, and you just put these the shells at the bottom of the little tail here, and it gives like a little ripply effect. And then it has sleeves, and she did it so well. It's so nice, almost better than how I did it. Yep, very nice. Let's see if I can roll backwards a bit, show y'all. But it's just you got little sleeves here, and then you got the back part here. And you got so you don't have to pin it. It's just sewn in place like that. Super easy to do. And you got your back part like that. But she did such a beautiful job with it. So those will go up, and then I have one done. The one I did for the tutorial I did in favorite stripe, red heart favorite stripe, and then I used red. See, I'm out of breath. I'm still exhausted from yesterday, and my lungs are not thanking me for all the dust I inhaled. But I have a mild case of COPD, in case y'all didn't know. What was I saying? And I used a red from Premier Basics. I used a red as my accent color with a favorite stripe, and so I have that one, that shrug, that I'll be putting up on Facebook Marketplace. And then I got some that I did with with red heart. I don't have any over here either. It's like a black and neon stripes, I think, or something like that. It's all different colors. And so I got like 3, I think, made up. And then I got the duck blanket that's made up and washed. I'm keeping the blanket that I did in the Premier Basics Chunky with the burgundy and the grays. I'm keeping that because I've been using that as a blanket on my bed to cover up with at night. I've discovered I really enjoy it. It's just perfect for one person, me. And it needs washing. It smells like dog, but because they lay on it when I'm not using it, and so it smells like dog. But I don't mind the smell of dog. But I need to wash it. But yeah, I've discovered that I like having that over me when I sleep, and so I've been using that blanket. So I'm keeping that one. I do have enough to redo that blanket with this yarn, this Premier Basics here. It would just be all in neutral colors instead of the burgundy, slate, and Citadel colors. So that's nice to be able to reach back and be able to do. Because you get things on your mind and you're like, I can't reach and do that because it's in a box. Well, now the most important stuff is not in a box. So anyway, but anyway, I run at 22 minutes. But that's about all I got for today. We just ventured out and we went and got Sonic for dinner. Today was Tuesday, which is half-price burgers. And since Johnny had not remembered to thaw anything out for supper, I didn't really want chicken 2 days in a row. So I made an executive decision that we'd go get half-price burgers. And so that's what we did. We went and got half-price burgers, and I fed everybody for $19. Including Will. So I'm going to go try to finish those last 2 rows on that second granny square for my cotton top that I'm working on. The one I'm doing with Karen cotton cakes, the regular cotton cakes I got in there in the living room. I don't know, I may just have to lay down. I'm super tired, so I didn't want to get up at all today. It's been a while since I've been this tired, but I earned it. Anyhow, that's what's going on today. Everybody's got a good bill of health, and we're waiting on a referral to the weight loss surgery doctor, and my sugar's doing good, and doctor feeling very positive about that, and so am I. No metformin having to take here. I'm so glad. I didn't want to take diabetes medicine, so I just control it with the way I eat and watch how much sugar I intake, and that does the trick. So I know not everybody's that lucky. I know how fortunate I am to be able to do that. I know how fortunate I am. Trust me, I do. And I'm glad I caught it like I did before it got out of control and started making the life changes that I needed to make, and that I'm sticking to it. So, and then of course if I get the weight loss surgery, I'll have to make some more changes, and my eating will take a drastic turn, and I'll have to, eat a whole lot less than I've already started doing. So, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. Anything to, I just know that if I could get more of this weight off of me, that I wouldn't hurt as much. A lot of these aches and pains are because I have all this weight on this little frame, So, if I get get some weight off of me, then my bones would feel better. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to get skinny to be it more attractive or anything like that. I could care less about that. I really could. I'm just trying to, be more healthy and to feel better, physically feel better. And I think if I could do that, then then maybe I'm not unhappy, but I would be more happy if I didn't hurt all the time. So, that. I'd be more active. Let's put it that way. I'd be more active. And I'd like to be a little more active. I'd like to get back to going fishing and, maybe get my dogs out and take them for walks and stuff like that. That kind of activity. I used to love to go fishing, and I have the fishing pole. I just don't go because it's so much to get down there to go fishing, and I just don't feel like doing it when I'm down there. I just it just becomes a struggle to do it, and I'd like it not to be a struggle to go fishing. So it's just something I really enjoy doing, and I miss it a lot, and hopefully I can get back to it. That and taking my dogs for walks would be really great. Things that people take for granted, I miss. So anyway, that's about all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all have a wonderful Tuesday evening. I'm going to record tonight's devotion and lay down. But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And I'll see y'all again. Please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye now.